Hey, Crown Publishing content followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Thank you for clicking on my video again today to see what it is I have to say. If you're new to my channel, welcome 1,000 times. We're happy to have you come join us at the Crown Publishing Content YouTube channel family. We're publishing and marketing creative content finally. Hit that like button to show your support, especially if you came here today because you saw the title and you saw the thumbnail and you want to learn more, um, or even join in on this discussion topic. Feel free to leave your opinions, expressions, and comments in the comment section. Uh, because we're all learning, especially with us being in different geographical locations. We're all learning as this mosquito virus continues to progress and spread. We're all learning that this could possibly be a public health crisis. In some places, it's already being called a public health crisis. Anything that I guess can be contracted affect the public in mass numbers in a short period of time. You definitely want to be careful with and about. If we weren't thinking about these things, I'm just here to help motivate us too, because we do remember the last public health crisis, and there was a virus at that time spreading by the name of COVID-19. A lot of people did not become aware of COVID-19. They didn't know anything about COVID-19. Just imagine not being informed about your health on that level until you're actually sick. I'm sure it's a scary feeling none of us would be willing to go through again, right? Especially if you can know how to protect yourself beforehand, keep your immune system up. That's what a lot of us were on and what we were doing. Okay. Because that's not really the doctor's job or the people outside's job. Regardless of what virus is going around, we have to take personal responsibility and accountability for our health, one individual at a time. We know that with any virus, right, the first people that we think about protecting and that come first to our mind about protecting should be the elderly and the children, because most times they are more prone, they are more expected, right, to contract these things, especially if they don't have a strong immune system. We know, like a baby, their respiratory and immune system and everything is not even probably fully developed. So yeah, you definitely would want to. As soon as I saw that on the news, and you have kids, or I knew I have kids, I was definitely already thinking about what I need to do to keep us from going outside less and less, because we are still probably about late summer, and it's definitely mosquito season. When I heard that the mosquitoes were possibly carrying something again, we've been outside less. How ironic. Because during COVID-19, some people couldn't be outside less if they wanted to. They had to still go to work. Hell, if anything, they had to work more hours than they were used to, because now you had to keep up with both the economy and the health, the health mandate side of the public health crisis at that time. Just comparing the two a little bit, what we can learn, what we should have learned, in my opinion. Anything I say today on this stream is just my opinions and comments, right? Nobody has to agree or disagree, but we definitely keep it peaceful. We try to create a community here where people can openly give their thoughts and opinions on different topics without the backlash and criticism. Okay. And then if we see, criticism is criticism, right? But we all know, like, healthy criticism versus criticism that's just out there to make somebody feel uncomfortable about their intellectual thought or idea or opinion that they would like to bring forth. So even in a classroom, if you're a good teacher, you don't even allow that. So I didn't say I'm a teacher, but it's like I learned from teachers. They don't allow that. In a learning environment where we're all growing and learning together, you don't put anybody down for a question. There might be a time you ask a question, or I use myself, for example, I ask a question And it just never felt. Somebody always be like, man, I was thinking that, like, I wanted to ask that, but I really never got around to it. I wasn't going to raise my hand. I was that student that asked a question that was on everybody's mind anyway. And I do, in return, love people that I feel like have that same type of aura about them or energy. Like they don't mind, because, to some of us, that is something to be scared of, not knowing, right? They used to say what you don't know won't hurt you. Well, let's talk about this mosquito virus, because if you don't know about this and one of those bites you, now some reports are calling this West Nile virus, but I've seen it also being called triple E, or Eastern Equine Encephalitis. I hope I did not slander that. That's the name of that triple E, Eastern equine or equine encephalitis, Encephalitis. We all learned something today. So that's the full name of this mosquito virus. Okay. Already there's a victim in the hospital somewhere that is, and condolences to his family and everything. He's still here with us, thank God, and he's just a teen. So yes, these stories, I'm already paying attention. I'm knowing I have children, I have youth. We know school just started back everywhere. For the most part, there's usually not mosquitoes inside of the school buildings, but now we got to think about recess, sports, other activities the students might be doing outside. Because seriously, there's a teen in a hospital out of the state of New Hampshire, I believe. No, in New Hampshire, a victim has already died from this virus, an older gentleman. But the teen, he's in another state here. And yeah, he's paralyzed at this time from the neck down. So they say this virus, like, it's like the symptoms, they progressively get worse. Don't you hate a virus like that? Hit that like button if you agree. We hate sickness altogether, right? Nobody likes being ill, but talk about a virus that over time, you're seeing worse and worse and worse symptoms. Now, if you've had COVID before, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. What was that like? Did you feel, a lot of people describe when they had the COVID virus like they felt near death, even though they did overcome. We were talking about a virus that progressively gets worse or something like that, I guess, if left untreated, right? With this virus, it's dangerous to leave it untreated, because it says symptoms can get as far or as deep or as bad as neurological damage, because the symptoms start off with a headache, cold-like symptoms, flu-like symptoms. Why do we mention flu-like symptoms? They say with this virus, you have body aches, in the first 2 or 3 days, but you can catch it anywhere from 1 to 21 days after exposure. Whether we're in the medical fields or not, we're all of us that are able to comprehend. To me, we should be paying attention to this, because it's not even just this virus. You have monkeypox also. There is an increase in numbers of victims falling, ill to monkeypox as well. I was going to sit here and try to compare which virus is worse than the other or something like that, but with these two, you just can't. They're both very dangerous. They both sound very dangerous. They both sound just as dangerous as COVID-19. Did COVID-19 morph? No, because we know the mosquito virus is something totally different. So we're not saying that COVID-19 didn't morph and probably become immune to certain things, and because they had different versions of COVID and stuff too, right? We're just hearing about these first cases of possible West Nile or triple E virus. Because when we talk about the teen that was being paralyzed, this is real then. Yes, neurological damage. They said overall he was a healthy young man. He was standing healthy, probably playing football and living a teen life. And then this mosquito bites you, and come on now, you feeling weak. You got cold-like symptoms. I wonder, are people, maybe we're not seeing as many numbers. This is just my opinion on the topic, my reaction. to news, headline news about viruses and people being hospitalized by these viruses. In my household, we begin to buy the vitamin C again, the teas, the ginger and lemon teas. I'm not saying I have all the money in the world or even that I know all the cures to everything, but it just sounds more wiser to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, be investing in the foods, water. You know, you need to stay hydrated with these viruses as well. I feel like we hear people talk about detox all year long. Well, when it comes to our health and all these natural ways that we are able to maybe cleanse ourselves, right? Or do these detoxes and everything. And I feel like it is worth, right? Like becoming more knowledgeable about. Y'all remember with COVID-19, you had hospitals and emergency rooms jam packed. I just don't think that's cool. First of all, we know that when you go in these places and it's a virus already spreading and going around, you know, you're more prone to catch it because you're going to these mass places. Here we go again. They say even that some cities have already resorted to shut down or quote unquote lockdown level just to keep the community safe. Yep. It might be a neighborhood near you, who knows, but we're just here to spark your interest. There are some cities they're saying, especially in third world countries, that have definitely went back into shutdown, like stay at home orders, due to these viruses until they can get it down. Or as y'all know, they usually, or maybe a vaccine. Or I even saw just another interesting fact. I saw a story about some scientists. I believe this here that they've come up with is already out here on the market. Even if you want to talk to your nurse or doctor on the side about it, they have some type of new syringe medicine, right? It's like, all I know is it's some type of syringe. I don't know where it's supposed to go, where they inject it, but it's supposed to be able to stop whatever is in this medication. It can stop bleeding in less than 10 seconds. This is what they said on the, it can stop any type of, I guess they said minor bleed, because I mean, I was just listening to the news report about it. The host was asking, like, the interviewer was asking the doctors, like, what do you mean it can stop? I guess it can pretty much, it's created to kind of like clot a bleed right there on site. It could be like from a gunshot. They describe some things, a stab wound, you know, you can get an injury any kind of way. Fall and hurt yourself. We know that gashes and deep wounds and stuff like that is real, bed sores. But above all else, remember we were talking about with the triple E and Mpox causing neurological, like causing people brain damage, like infections and virus spreading that far up in the body, affecting people's health. Now, I feel like a creation like that, if they have it, because something that could cause, I guess, like I said, I'm not a doctor, y'all, but when we think hemorrhages, seizures, and paralysis, and all these different neurological, dangers, you would be happy to hear that there's something out there that might be possible to stop clot blood bleeds quicker. They say, y'all might just want to research this. They say, like, I don't know, in my opinion, these viruses are way more dangerous than COVID was. So we might as well put our seatbelts on. If you're not been concerned about your health before, you should be now. This is not to make anybody fear or scared. The news is already out there. To me, fear doesn't help when you're facing truth. This just doesn't help. You might go through a season of it, but unless you're being proactive and doing all you can to keep you and your family safe, how can you say you even tried to, right? Right. Once again, keeping those immune systems up, going out less. We know with a mosquito virus, how are you going to wear face masks to protect you from mosquito virus? I just don't see it. Unless you know that you're in the middle, like you've been bit by one, you're kind of feeling symptoms. it would make sense to maybe wear a mask around people, or maybe not even be outside or around people. We know it's about to be, because now it's September. Today's date marks September 2nd, 2024, by the way. But it's like Super Bowl comes, the holidays, all this stuff, right? We haven't even really entered the winter time yet. And I know that mosquitoes don't really hang around in the winter. So I think myself, like other people, we're all just expecting this current public health outbreak, regardless of the places that have unfortunately had to shut down for now or do stay at home orders and stuff like that again. Hopefully this just passes over, right? I mean, mosquitoes are not even around when it's cold, and we're already in September. But it's unfortunate if it does. Like I said, in one state already, I think they said it's New Hampshire. A victim has already died from this. Should we have to wait till the winter to see what more? No. But like I said, it seems like they are working on treatments already, especially for those symptoms people might have. We know if it's cold or flu symptoms, it's not really much you could do. There's things you could do to maybe ease the symptoms, and they're not talking like runny nose and coughing and sneezing. This time they're talking about stuff like swollen lymph nodes. I'm just naming off some of the symptoms they said come with this mosquito virus. Some call it West Nile, some call it triple E. I just gave the official title of this virus, the triple E one, Eastern Equine Encephalitis. Yeah, skin rash. Y'all know that Mpox is definitely some type of skin rash. I was trying to explain to my kids when we were talking about it. It's not even a ringworm. It's not eczema. It's no other type of skin condition. It's like directly from this virus. Imagine having cold symptoms and some type of rash and a headache and swollen lymph node. It's enough to make a person feel like they're at the crossroads, right? You definitely would want to stay hydrated with something like that. Like keep your body as flushed out, no sodas, no juices, extra sugary drinks or nothing like that. Maybe just straight hydrates, things that's gonna coconut water, things that's gonna keep your body hydrated. So you can sweat that fever out if y'all know the old people. Let's talk about that. I'm not older, but feel free to leave y'all's opinions in the comments. The older people had so many natural at-home remedies that to this day, between me and y'all in secret, that if I still used it here and there, it works. Remember when COVID was going around, some people was talking about boiling orange peels and onions together in water and just kind of letting that steam vaporize yourself. They say just take in the steam. I think it was orange peels and onions, y'all. It might have been something else they said add to it. But that does seem wiser, right? We know they have all these expensive vaporizer machines and air filters you can put in your house and stuff like that. That doesn't hurt either when you have something like viruses going around. Okay, something like COVID, at least one person in your household caught it when this virus was going around, right? So it does help to, keep your home bleached up. What y'all call it? What's it called? I almost said the word sanctified for some reason, but that don't hurt either. Keep your home sanctified. It's called sanitize. Keeping those surfaces and we're back in that season. It's nothing nobody can do about it. I just thought it was crazy news. It's wild news that mosquito virus is attacking so many people here in the States this summer season. They're advising us to wear kind of like more, I guess, less revealing and for no other reason than your health this time. Let's see if people take this advice. Nobody's trying to tell you what to do with your body or how to dress or what. But if you have mosquito and you don't know which mosquito is infected is going to infect you, why wouldn't you cover up more? You know what I mean? They're definitely advising people, off spray is out there, but I'm sure there's other natural for those that don't like off sprays and things with chemicals, because you got to look at all of that. You really do. You know, they got natural oils like tea tree oils and different things you might can put in a spray bottle and keep bugs away from you. Do your own research, do what works best for your family. And then those with sensitive skin before this virus, right? We're just talking about viruses that's causing skin rashes, like mpox, right? Mpox is not ringworm. This is like a whole nother type of areas is supposed to affect people's areas of their skin uh and cause like these lesions. We haven't heard the word lesions and stuff like this. I mean, I'm just telling it from my perception, right? These type of plagues and affecting people's whole bodies or areas they don't know where it's going to affect, coming back around like this. We heard Job had lesions. The man in the Bible, nobody wanted to be around him. They thought he was cursed or with evil plague or something. But really, he was a righteous man of God. And I'm not saying that these plagues right now, I'm not saying anything. You guys put your truth where it belongs. You know, I know who I am, but nobody likes illness. We all know that. And we just want to encourage the people, you know what I'm saying? Do the best you can to protect yourself. Before they had like 6 feet away orders and face masks, I feel like, in my opinion, soon there will be a vaccine or something for this too. You know what I mean? I just hope it doesn't have to affect more people before uh, mosquito season is even over. But happy Labor Day to you guys out there, 2024. We love you. Hit that like button and subscribe to show your support to the Crown Publishing Content channel in 2024. And until next time.